everyone. Welcome to episode 1056 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, we have Cyril Gupta on, and we're going to be talking about a method that will allow you to easily add people to a Facebook Messenger broadcast list that is going to get you opens and clicks that are even better than email. Let's get into it. Here's Cyril. We are here today with Cyril Gupta. Cyril, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Mike. It's always a pleasure and happy to talk to you again about something new.
It's something new, and it's something that I've actually been using in my own business and paying fees that I probably shouldn't be paying for the functionality that I'm getting for. We're talking about Facebook messaging and building broadcast lists, stuff that I'm really excited about. And I think that everyone watching this interview should be paying attention to this today because it's the next generation of marketing. And I don't get that excited so often, Cyril. I don't say that about everything that I have people on the show to interview them about. So obviously I'm really excited about this. Let me read off the headline before I go crazy about this. I'll let you tell us a little bit about it. It says here, Facebook just made email marketing obsolete. Grab leads without an without an opt-in form and send message broadcasts that inbox always, nearly 100% open rates and crazy click rates. So bring us into this, Cyril. What's this all about, and why should we be even more excited than I am right now?
Absolutely. Mike, this is a new technology that Facebook introduced a little while ago, and we all know it, we've heard of it, and there's no escaping it. It's chatbot and messenger technology. But what I've done is I have pursued it and I have implemented it in a very specific manner. Now, what typically people do with chatbots is they think it's all about answering, responses with some sort of automation and building a workflow around it. So that's the enterprise level use case, and that's where all of us marketers, they can't really use this technology at all, because the last thing you want to do is have a person talk to a bot on your sales page or on your products page, because that's not going to happen. So what we've done is we have taken up specific bits of this technology and implemented something that everybody will find useful today and will be able to profit from immediately. Now, see, what's the biggest marketing system that we have today? It's email opt-ins, and we broadcast out emails to our leads, and we then bring them to the page or the offer that we want to bring them to, and we try to sell that product. Now, this is the workflow that happens today. But the problem with this workflow is it's kind of unchanged since last about 30 years or so. There's a very little change in this workflow, and all of the new stuff which is coming in, all of the people who are the new people who are coming in, they're absolutely immune to email more and more. So email marketing is difficult every year. You've got features from Google which are limiting you, preventing you from reaching your target market, and you've got people who don't actually open the emails for weeks, especially the new generation. They're not looking at the emails so much, and they've already moved on to social technologies, things like Facebook, where they can talk to people where they are online all the time. So what this technology does is it lets you work with Facebook Messenger technology just the way you work with email. So number one, you grab leads from your pages just as you would using an opt-in form. But the best thing is you don't force people to put in their names and email address. They can just click a button. So there is a smaller amount of resistance. So there's actually a win at every stage. I'm going to talk about those wins. The first thing, you don't need to force people to put in the email address and the name so you get more opt-ins. You just need to tell them click here and opt in. So of course it's going to be very easy for people to opt in, and you get a lot more people opting in than they would in an email form, especially because they have filled so many email forms, they know what's going to happen next, right? So this is something very positive, something new and refreshing, because you just get to opt in with one click. Apart from that, what happens is once they are in your list, now this is using Facebook technology, so they are all in your Facebook list. It's not actually inside our software. We don't get to see even the person's name or any kind of identifiable data about him. So this is very secure, like if you've been with email marketing, you've always wondered, where your lists are going and how many people have access to those. But with this technology, it's all with Facebook. And as an enabler, we don't have access to any of your data, any of your leads. They're all with Facebook, stored there in their servers, and all we get to do is associate them with your page. So you have to create a Facebook page connected to your business, and most of us already have a page, right? And what you can do is have a page for every one of your list. It need not be a public page even, where you actually put in content or market something. It can be, but it need not be. So then what you do is, as soon as the lead is inside your system, you can send out a message broadcast just as you send out email broadcasts. And these message broadcasts reach people on the messenger. So they get a proper notification on their phone, on their computer, wherever they are. They get a notification, they can click and see the message, and they can even talk to you. And that's the best thing, because if a person has any kind of objections, any kind of clarifications, they have a very good reason to just, because it's a system, how it works. It's so interactive and people are used to talking on the messenger. They can just drop you a message, ask you a question. Maybe they can ask you, you can solve some of the objection or whatever, and you can actually generate more sales at this stage too. And Facebook Messenger, I don't have to tell you, everybody is on the Messenger. They can notify on the phone. You can probably escape an email notification, but you cannot escape a Messenger notification because people are used to talking on the Messenger. So this is a product which actually helps you win at every stage, right from collection of the lead to reaching the inbox, because there is 100% inboxing. There's no concept of promotions folder in Messenger yet. And so you just get to inbox every time because this is so new technology. And then you can actually talk to the person, help them out if they have any objections, remove those objections, and make more sales. So this is something really, really incredibly new and fresh and powerful today for our market.
One of the questions I always ask is, who is this for? And I already know the answer. It's for everyone. Like, it's for local businesses, it's for internet marketers. I've been using it in my own business right now to send messages out when I do an interview or when I do a review. But what can't you send out with this? I want to make sure that we talk about any restrictions, like what can you send and what can't you send through the messenger?
Absolutely. As you said, this is something that everybody should be using, because at this point of time, we have more than, almost everyone who's on the internet is on Facebook, right? There's nobody, almost nobody who's not on Facebook and still on the internet. So the audience is there, and people are actually, there to receive your message on the Facebook because it's on the phone too. So whether you are an internet marketer doing hardcore marketing like me or you, or even if you're not a hardcore marketer, you've got a local business or you've got a brand, you're trying to build a salon or whatever you're doing, you should definitely use this, because number one, it's going to bring all your target customers close to you. You know that they are in your Facebook page, and anytime you want, you can send them out a broadcast. You can tell them something that you're doing, and you can actually reach out and get them to take action. So this is something that every business should implement. Now, every business has implemented email marketing, so that's the kind of scope that it has. Nearly, I'm sure that in the coming few years, almost every business who's doing email marketing today will be doing this in addition, if not in replacement, then in addition. Now, it has some restrictions, just as email. Facebook is even a more controlled platform than email. It's controlled by a single entity. So they are imposing some little objections to direct spamming. You can't really spam. You couldn't spam in email anyways. If you spammed, you were never going to inbox, right? In any case. But in this platform also, you have to be very careful with spam. You cannot spam and hope to retain your messaging facilities, because Facebook does and will ban anybody who spams. Now, what you can do with it is, you can be a little smart about reaching out to your target market. Instead of telling them straight away about your offer, or just asking them to buy, present your marketing as a sort of an update, and that's how it actually works better anyways. When you tell them you've done something new and this is something that can benefit them, and they can check out the details on some page. It could be a blog update, it could be a review of what you're selling, it could be something that you're talking about the product, maybe something that leads on to the sales page later. So maybe there can be one, I would recommend that there's one level of abstraction between the sales and the messenger box. You should not and should try to lead them straight from the messenger box to the page where they can just click on and buy. Instead of it, try and present it as an educational, helpful sort of an update that will not put you in a situation where you are considered a spammer. So that's one thing that you need to take care of, and it's something that nobody can fix, because this is something that is a requirement by Facebook platform. So whenever you're working with this technology, because this is something that's important, you should not ignore this technology. Whoever you're working with, you will still have to respect those rules.
Bring us in, Cyril. Let's take a look at exactly how this works under the hood.
Absolutely. So I'm going to share my screen now and I will show you how it's going to work. So just let me know when you see my screen.
We are in, yes.
Awesome. So this is my test console and I've already set up things for you. And setup actually, when we begin the setup, it takes a couple of minutes to do it. So I'm not going to show you the entire setup process. I'm going to summarize it for you. But I will just use the pages that we've already set up. Now, when you come to the dashboard here, you can see the pages that I have inside my site contact, and you can see the number of users that I can reach. So I've got, on a friends page, which is a test page, I've got 9 people I can reach, and I've just implemented it on Techniforce last night, and I can reach 13 people here. So you can, this is your list size, as we typically kind of think how to measure our reach. This is the list size, and you connect your list to Facebook pages. So I'm just going to quickly explain how you do that. So inside Facebook page, you begin by adding your Facebook page to the pages that are actionable. So there's a button over here which says add FB page. Click on it. It's going to take you to Facebook. It's going to show you all the pages that are in your ownership, or you have admin rights for any page you want to add. You can just click on add page, and the page will be added to your manage pages section. You can see that it's shown here. And any page that you want to work with, suppose this is a Techniforce page I have and I want to implement it somewhere, I want to get it working somewhere. You got 4 options, 4 kinds of plugins to use on your opt-in forms or on your websites actually. So Facebook gives you 4 different options: checkbox plugin, customer chat, send to messenger, and messages. I'm going to show you one of those, or maybe a couple of those, which are implemented on my test site. So what I've got here is the checkbox plugin. Now what happens is you can just put it on your opt-in forms. Now this is the best. See, every kind of plugin here has a different use case. The checkbox plugin you will want to implement on your existing opt-in form. So if you've got an opt-in form that is grabbing email addresses from people, you can put this in addition to your email address thing, and people can just check it and they will be opted in. So this is something that can help you grab messenger leads in addition to email leads. So all people need to do is check this and click on.
So that adds it to like any opt-in form, Cyril, or?
You can add it to your opt-in form.
Okay.
It's not important, because the proper use case is, you put it over your submit button. That's the best use case for checkbox plugin. You tell them, subscribe to us on Facebook too and get this additional bonus, right? And what happens is, I'm going to show you, I'm going to have to go to my Facebook too to show you what exactly happens after I subscribe. So I clicked on the opt-in form button and I already got the message. So I'm just going to empty, I'm just going to read out my, read my messenger list. So just open the messenger button so that all the messages are read. So I don't have any notification now, no message notification now. Hold on, sorry, this was something else. Okay, so I'm on Facebook right now. Hold on, I got one message. Okay, great. So I don't have any pending notifications. I'm going to go back to my list, reload, and click on checkbox, click to opt-in, and opt-in successful. So what's going to happen is, inside Facebook, I just received a message notification and a message from the page. Hello, thanks for subscribing with us. Here's your free ebook that we promised you. Let me know what you think. And if I want, I can start a conversation and talk to the page again. So what happens is, this way people will be, this is the welcome message that I had set. So inside my site contact, I have set up a welcome message to the page, the friends page. This is my test button. So when you click on send welcome message, you can actually put in your bonuses here or anything that you are using to get people to subscribe. This message, it will be sent to the people, and that's how you will know that they're subscribed. They will get a notification from you. They can take action on it, on whatever links you've put in, and your subscriber count will go up. So in dashboard, if somebody new signs up, you will get more subscribers. I think in Techniforce we just had 13, so now we have 14 subscribers because some other person was added. It's not me, it's from some other place, some other person was added. So this is how it works. The first time, you can, as soon as somebody signs up, you send them a welcome message and you put this code on your page just like you would put an opt-in form code. So I'll show you what kind of the structure the code has. When you click on the code, it's the usual kind of a, hold on, it's the usual kind of a HTML code that you would get inside your autoresponder. So you just put this code on the page and that's all you need to do. So every kind of plugin has a different structure. Let me show you customer chat plugin next. Coming back to Technoforce chat HTML. So this is another interesting way to grab leads. What happens is you get a chat now button on your page, and when people click on chat now, they send you a message, immediately they're subscribed.
So all they have to do, in the first one, they click a checkbox, subscribe. This one, they send you a message and they're subscribed.
Yes, and again, they will get a message on Facebook, and they'll be subscribed, and you'll be able to send out broadcasts to them. Then we have another message, another way to get people there, which is the send to messenger plugin. Now this is very interesting. I'll show you that too. What happens with this is all you need to do is click a button. You don't need to check a box. You don't need to send a message. Just click on send to messenger. You see the check status changes. You get the welcome message again. So the welcome message is right here, and again you're subscribed. So this is the send to messenger method of subscribing. Then finally we have the message us plugin. I'm going to show you that too. Just a second. So this is message us, and you have a button here which says message us. You click on it and Facebook will open a messenger window, and you can send a message, and as soon as you send the message, as soon as your lead sends the message, they'll be subscribed.
What are your favorite ones, Cyril? Of all those, which one do you like? Which ones do you like the best?
Okay, according to me, Mike, the best system is the Send to Messenger plugin, because the best thing about Send to Messenger is that you don't need to do anything beyond just click a button. So even when you use the checkbox plugin, you have to click one checkbox, then click the button. And when you use Chat with Us plugin or the Messages plugin, you need to start a conversation, or you need to talk to the person. But with Send to Messenger, all you need to do is just click one button and that person's in your list, and then you can start a conversation with them, get them to take some action for you. So that's the most wonderful feature, I would say. That's the most wonderful system that Facebook has provided us to get people on board. But all of these 4 methods are actually amazing, because every one of them is superior to email marketing. As you have seen, none of them ask you to put in any information, right? They're already pre-filled, because if you're signed up in Facebook, it's pre-filled. If you're not signed up, it's going to ask you to sign up. But most of us are already signed up on Facebook. We don't really use a different browser for most cases. So if you're signed up, it's going to get your information from the Facebook, sign up cookie or whatever you have on your computer, and everything is going to be auto-filled, auto-done for you. So this is really, really amazing the way it works. The entire thing is very cool.
And then anyone that gets on your subscriber list, you can then send them out broadcasts as often or as little as you want to. Like we said before, we can send them to our websites. We can use this as a way of lightly promoting to them, keep them updated on what we're doing with our website here. Now you've got schedule messaging here. You've got a few more things over there. Is there anything else in the front end that you wanted to show?
So you've got broadcast messages next. You can, if you want to send out a broadcast immediately, you can just send out a broadcast right like this. Click on send now. If you want to schedule, sorry, I didn't select a page. If you want to schedule a message for sending later, so I just sent out a hi, and inside my Facebook, I got a hi, right? So this is the message that I just sent out. I got it immediately. So yeah, you can broadcast, if you want to broadcast without scheduling, you can do so. But if you want to schedule for a later date, you want to schedule a broadcast when you're sleeping or when you're away, click on schedule, select the time, and that's it. You can easily, schedule it for whenever you want to schedule. There's also a scheduled messages function, which is going to show you all the messages that you've scheduled. And you can, if you want, you can delete any messages that you don't want to send out. And then you've got some other basic functions like, change your password and stuff, because this is a very simple software. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible because I wanted to make it newbie friendly, number one, and didn't want to, complicate things by putting in a lot of features that nobody would ever use and take away the core functionality or take away attention from the core functionality. If you get the agency version, you can sign in, you can create new users, and you can delete users if you want. Then it's got the reports, which shows it shows you how many messages were sent at what time and stuff, and if there were any errors in sending out. So maybe you deleted your access to site contact inside Facebook, or something else happened that prevents it from sending the message. It's gonna tell you exactly what happened so that you can fix that issue, and you can start sending again. So that's how simple the software is. Basically, grab the leads by implementing the plugin on your page, then broadcast. It's as simple as that.
Talk to me about the front end offer, any like limitations on that, and then we'll move on to the OTOs.
Absolutely. The front end is basically designed for people who are beginners, newbies, or smaller marketers. I wanted to keep the prices low so that people could actually get inside even if they didn't want to pay up so much money. So the front end will actually limit you to 5,000 subscribers only, and you get to have 5 pages maximum. So you get 5 lists in there, and you have 5,000 subscribers, and you can only message them twice a day, not more than twice a day. So this is the limitation on the front end. So apart from that, everything is available, including scheduling and everything else. It's all there.
Okay, so that's the front end offer. OTO 1?
The Audio 1 is actually the Pro version of the same software, and the Pro version removes the limits completely. So inside the Pro, if you get the Pro, you don't have no limits on the number of pages, you have no limits on the number of subscribers, and you have no limits on the number of broadcasts. So this is for professional marketers, and you can grow it as much as you want. So even if you get 25,000 subscribers or even 200,000 subscribers, nobody's going to stop you. You can recruit those many subscribers, you can send out broadcasts to them, and it's going to be perfectly possible and easy for you. So that's the Pro version.
OTO 2?
The second audio is the agency version, and this is for people who want to make money from site contact by selling access to site contact. So what people can do is people can create accounts on site contact and give other people access to site contact. They can sell it either on a recurring system or on one time, whatever they want. And as long as they keep the person active, your customer will have access to site contact. They'll be able to use site contact, all the features, and set up their own list, send out their own broadcasts.
Cyril, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything we missed, anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
No, I think we were pretty comprehensive, and this is a simple product with a very simple objective to help people grab leads and broadcast it to Facebook. So it's designed to be simple to use. I think we covered it very comprehensively. The demo was also there. So yes, we have everything done.
Again, thank you so much for coming on the show today, and best of luck with your launch.
Thanks, Mike.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Cyril. If you are interested in picking up Site Contact at its lowest price, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 23rd. You're going to be able to pick it up at its lowest price along with my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.